On the Hebrew calendar, Chanukah and Purim are twin festivals. The two have so much in common. Both of them recall occasions in our history when Jewish life was threatened. Both of them are festivals, but unlike Shabbat and Yom Tov, it is permissible to work on them and to engage in creative activity. On both of them we have the concept of Pirsum Nissa, through which we publicize a miracle. On Purim we read the Megillah, and on Chanukah we kindle the menorah. On both of these days we read the Torah, and we also say the Al Hanisim prayer in our services and also in benching. But, however, there are two significant differences between the two. First of all, on Purim there is a mitzvah to have a su'udah, to sit down to a festive meal, and that is an integral part of the day's proceedings. On Chanukah, of course, we know very well that there are customs relating to food, such as oily foods, donuts and latkes and the like, and also there has been a tradition, not that well known in some circles, to have dairy foods. But there is no mitzvah, no precept to actually sit down and have a meal, a festive meal, on Chanukah. Why is this the case? You see, on Purim, the threat to us was a physical one. Lahashmid, laharog, ulabed et kol hayudim, minar vad zakein, taf v'nashim. Haman sought to wipe out, to annihilate every single Jewish person, man, woman, and child. And consequently, we celebrate physically, we have a meal, because the threat was a physical one. On Chanukah, however, the attempt of the Greeks was lahashkicham toratecha, to cause us to forget our Torah and to distance us from our spiritual roots. And we were able spiritually to prevail, and therefore the prime celebration is through the kindling of lights and not through sitting down to have a meal, which would be a physical celebration. Now there is a second significant difference between the two festivals. On Purim, our prime celebration is within the heart of the community. You come along to shul in order to hear the Megillah being read, to be attentive, to enjoy the story, to make a noise when Haman's name is mentioned, and to party. Of course, it is permissible on Purim as well to read the Megillah in private, but in the main that's not what we do. On Chanukah, just the opposite is the case. On Chanukah, the prime celebration is in our homes, parents and children, and if we're lucky enough, grandparents and children and grandchildren gather together around the menorah to enjoy the kindling of the lights in our homes. Yes, it is permissible in the public domain to light the menorah as well, but it's mainly celebrated in our homes. And here the difference also makes sense. You see, in the days of Haman, every Jewish person who was threatened was not threatened because of his or her own personal identity, but rather because they were members of a nation. Because of their Jewishness, their lives were on the line, and therefore on Purim, we celebrate as part of a community, part of a people. On Chanukah, however, we recall how our spirituality, our faith, our religion was able to prevail against the odds. And when it comes to the preservation of our faith, nothing is as important as the Jewish family, the Jewish home. And that's why the prime celebration of Chanukah is within the family circle at home. As Chief Rabbi, I am championing the importance of our shuls, houses of prayer, houses of gathering, places of learning, of our schools, of our communal facilities, so that we should have, please God, a strong, vital and successful community. But all of this is a means towards ensuring that we will have strong family lives. And that is because the make or break of our Yiddishkeit depends on what's taking place within our homes. And that's what Chanukah reminds us of, that the light that we enjoy during the 8 days should spread to provide Jewish light within our family circles throughout the entire year, so that our Yiddishkeit will burn bright within our homes. That's where the future of Judaism primarily lies. So therefore, I wish you all to have a wonderful festival. Please enjoy the 8 days of spiritual magnificence and joy and all the fun that accompanies Chanukah time. But in particular, let's ensure that the light of Chanukah spreads throughout the year, because Strong Jewish families will pave the way for a strong Jewish people. Happy Chanukah.